Gray Area talks about sex, relationships, mental health, and more. Our content is intended for a mature audience, and the views and opinions expressed on the show are those of the talent and guests alone and are provided for informational purposes only. We want to talk to you, but this is a TV show, and our hosts are not qualified healthcare professionals. If you're depressed, feel your life is at risk, or need immediate assistance, please seek professional help or dial 911. Everyone, I'm Sasha Gray, and this is Gray Area.
What's good, everyone? I'm Dumbfounded, Sasha's co-host. Sasha, I gotta ask you, what was your first impression of me when we met?
First impression when we met? Well, it's always difficult on video, because that's how we first met.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we got to know each other. But the minute we started speaking, you were so chill that it put me at ease. What was your first impression about me?
I was intimidated. I feel like I knew more about you than you knew about me. And you do have a very intimidating, like, poker face, I feel like. You know, that's the one.
I don't know what you're
that's
talking about.
always the one. And when we were doing the video call, there was no expression. I was trying to, like, you're like, remember we have that friend, that mutual friend. It's like, oh, yeah, he's cool.
Let's get to the good stuff now. Well, our guest tonight is someone who has had a lot of opinions and is not afraid to share them. People have called her the Carrie Bradshaw of TikTok, but she describes herself as the CEO of Let's Do It. She's built up a following giving fashion and dating advice and talking about her life as a New York City go-getter. It's Audrey Peters.
Hey, you. Yes, you. Honey, I'm a very exclusive luxury. Imagine it all you want, it'll never be yours. If you don't like sea salt and vinegar, you have inferior taste buds, thank you next. This is not amateur hour. They brought up their ex independently. Why are they thinking about it while they're on a date with you? They're not over their ex.
Audrey, thank you so much for coming out to the West Coast. How was your trip out here?
It was lovely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from some of those videos, I feel like you got a little West Coast vibe in you, actually.
It's funny that you say that because a lot of people are like, I thought you were from LA. Your voice sounds like you're from LA. A lot of people say I sound like I'm from the Valley, which I've never been told until I started TikTok.
Right.
I feel like that's a, I don't know. That's something we learn from TV and movies, though.
Maybe.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
Maybe.
True.
So you've stayed busy during the pandemic on social media, and you've really grown your TikTok during this time. But can you give us and our audience a little bit of a background about what you were doing day to day and what your life was like before this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually just graduated college in 2019 in May.
Oh, wow.
So before that, I was a student. I did internships. I was a sales associate my senior year at a store. I've always done fashion, media stuff. All my internships and jobs revolved around that. Now I work in media. When quarantine hit, business was kind of slow, so I picked up TikTok. Totally started as a joke, and then it kind of blew up.
What are some challenges for you to learn and grow, like, in such a public way?
I mean, you're totally scrutinized. You're under the public eye. So any kind of mistake that a normal person would make, if you do it with a platform, the consequences are 10 times worse.
Okay, so let's talk about first impressions now. When you see somebody for the first time, are you more judgy than you'd like to admit?
I think it's hard. I think because of TikTok, I've learned to be less judgy in a weird way. Because I know how harshly I get judged. So I'm like, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Before, I used to be a lot more judgy. Before, I'd be like, oh, it was never about dressing a certain way. For me, it was about, this is gonna sound so hippie in LA, very energy-based and like vibe-based. I'd be like, don't vibe with them. And now it's just kind of like, well, what if they were having a bad day?
Yeah.
Like, what if they're going through something really horrible right now and I just have no idea?
We'll get back to that in just a minute, but we're gonna move on for just a second from our first impression of you and get to know you a little bit deeper. It's time for 20 and 60. Dumb is gonna read you 20 questions.
Okay.
And we're gonna see how many you can answer in 60 seconds.
Okay, cool.
And you're a fast talker, so I think you're gonna do well in this.
Let's do it.
All right, well, let's check our leaderboard to see the score to beat. These are some of our past guests we've had on, and Cray with 14 questions answered, Christy Costanza with 13, Jimmy Wong with 13. So
Yeah.
those are some of the top scores, so.
All right, ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
All right, hooking up with an ex, good idea or bad?
Bad.
A historical figure you crush on?
Rosa Parks.
Would you ever date a fan?
Yeah, why not?
Favorite game of all time?
Candyland.
What did your parents call you when they were mad at you?
Audrey Christina Peters, my middle name.
In one word, what was your first impression of me?
Chill.
Oh, okay. Face filters, evil or necessary evil?
Evil.
Biggest first date deal breaker?
Being on your phone too long.
Frat boy or wannabe musician?
Wannabe musician.
Circumcised or uncut?
Doesn't matter.
Man pays or split the bill?
Man pays.
Weirdest thing in your purse?
Pepper spray.
Plastic surgery you would never get?
2020.
Butt tuck.
Butt tuck, okay.
I had to like repeat that in my head for a second.
Work hard or hardly working?
Work hard.
Should men wear sandals?
No.
Ooh, I knew she was gonna do well.
How many?
15.
Oh!
She is number
The
one
winner!
on that
New
leaderboard.
number one.
So you said, should men wear sandals? Never?
Not never.
Okay.
I think there's a time and a place. I almost got canceled on sandals too.
Yeah.
The beach.
This show is the only time I don't wear sandals, actually.
Yeah, I was wearing them earlier.
But I wear them with nice socks. You know what I'm saying?
As I wear mules that are open-toed, but
Yeah. Audrey, you talk a lot about red flags in your videos. What are some red flags for you?
I think my biggest red flag in 2020, and it's something that I do too, but I know not to do it on a date. So if I have the self-control when my life and my job is on my phone, anybody can do it. Don't be on your phone.
Yeah.
It's so disrespectful.
All right. Well, our next guest has seen plenty of red flags as a creator of the first Instagram reality show, Let's Fucking Date. Serena Kerrigan calls herself the queen of confidence, and she's about to join our conversation.
Here's how to have the best FaceTime date of your life. Yeah, you're gonna wanna after this on FaceTime. Wear something that makes you feel hot. Red lip, tie-dye sweatshirt, it doesn't matter. Being in your presence is gonna give him a big old boner. Hype yourself the up.
Oh, there she is.
Let's welcome Serena Kerrigan. Hi, Serena. Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's talk about first impressions. Do you think they're valuable?
Do I think they're valuable?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I think that there's a difference between a first impression on an app versus a first impression on a date.
Oh,
and I think that that is a major reason why I wanted to do my show and have the dates be blind. Like literally, I do not know who I'm going on a date with until I'm on the date, because I think that we tend to have a lot of preconceived notions about who a person is based off of what exactly, like a couple photos and like a prompt with a question, like that's not gonna really tell you about a person. So what I say to all my followers and everyone is go on a virtual date, because with a virtual date, you'll know if you have a connection. And then there, yes, I believe first impressions tell you a lot about a person.
All right, so some red flags pretty much everyone would agree on, like meth teeth, but others are personal and can definitely fall into the gray area. I'm gonna read off some scenarios, and if it's a deal breaker, then you will all raise your red flag.
By the way, meth teeth isn't a red flag for me. Okay, go ahead.
All right, you guys ready? Mm-hmm. Is it a red flag if someone has a pet snake?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You don't mess
it's a
with
little
snakes?
weird. I mean, if it's a
what?
hobby.
A pet snake.
Pets.
Okay.
Like-
if they still follow
pet.
if they still follow their ex on Instagram.
I don't think that's a red flag
No.
for me.
Eh.
She almost slipped it. She almost
It
slipped
could be
it. Red flag.
it could be a little
Depends
petty.
how hot she is. I'm just kidding. Kidding.
If
Kidding.
they still have their ex's nudes on their phone. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That would be
I'm
red.
gonna be honest.
Like put them in the cloud.
It's like, babe,
They
what's
all
up with all these
the
dick
boys
pics?
have them. I hate, like, that's the
But
sad
on the
reality.
phone?
It's the
Yeah.
sad
Yes.
reality. They all have them. I don't like it, but they do.
Right.
If their house or apartment is constantly dirty.
I think constantly, if it's always dirty.
If they have a light
Yeah.
up keyboard and 2 monitors, hey.
Yeah, she's
who's
a gamer.
Where's the writer with
She's
this
a gamer.
one, man? Judging.
I don't know. Do girls get turned, like, would you get turned off if you pulled up to a dude's house and he has like a gaming chair?
Oh my, are you guys kidding? My entire season 1 of Let's Fucking Date, literally every episode, the guy had a gaming chair.
All right,
They all
there you go.
game. I feel like they all
Okay.
game.
Became a recurring joke, like, do you have a gaming chair? And they did. And I think that a gaming chair is like a car seat for a toddler.
Oh,
What if
ouch, ouch.
what if it's a designer gaming chair? It's a Gucci
All
gaming.
right, let's go on next.
Even
If they-
worse.
Even worse. I didn't want to
worse.
say it, but you did.
Sasha's getting
If
heated
they
over.
call, if they, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. All right, if they call more than one of their exes crazy. Really? Not a red flag?
I relate
Yeah.
to women
I
on
think
being crazy. I can't.
A little.
Like it's
A
an
lot
orange
of people
flag. It's an
do it.
orange
That's
flag.
the thing.
All
Mad
right,
people
Yeah.
do
if
that.
someone has a framed picture of their mom next to their bed,
I have a framed picture of my parents next to my bed. Okay, I'm
all right.
Is that weird?
No.
I'm an only child, so
Oh, okay.
I
my
can
God,
is
understand
that
that
not an
part.
explanation?
That's
I have
why
pictures of my
we're-
nana, and now I'm thinking we gotta redesign the room.
Yeah,
like
in the
That
room
kid-
it's okay, but like next to the bed is a little.
All right.
All right, Serena. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
See you next week, Queen.
All right, as always, we're on every Wednesday and Friday now at 8 p.m. Pacific time. That's a new later time slot, allowing us to slip into some darker and murkier gray areas. And we'll be slipping into them Friday with Chester Lockhart.
And make sure to find us at VENN.TV and all platforms and subscribe to us on YouTube and Twitch.
Thank you for watching Gray Area.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.